All right, what's up, guys? .com. Welcome back. Episode number 11. Today is the recovery from our previous raid, and if you saw the last episode, unfortunately, Osric succumbed to battle. Lasted 4 days on the settlement. He got here pretty late, so we'll, kind of tribute to Osric, especially at the end of that last episode. But for today, we need to get the Great Hall second floor construction going. We'll maximize our drinks and food production, so we're stocked up for winter. I'd like to begin tailoring. We need to get some new clothes and some better clothes in here, as well as dismantle all the garbage items we got from the raid. And then we also might get a new settler. I'm not saying it's replacing Osric, but, we'll see. All right, we are back. Episode number 11. Today, we are, if you missed the last episode, a lot happened. We have lost Oscar Lowell. We built a sarcophagus for him. He is sitting there nicely in peace. He was only here for about 4 days, but you know what? It's all right. We could have taken a different approach. He probably could have survived, but I like mixing things up a little bit and having some fun. And I don't know, man. We already had who did we have? Grimbold doing botany, so he kind of did a lot of the same things, and I like Grimbold as our prison warden down here with our new prisoner Adger, who has not much food. Do we have any? We do have dubious booze. Yeah, we got to get stuff going today, guys. So we got 60 barley. We got stuff. We just got stuff laying around everywhere. What I need to do today is get organized a little bit. That's going to be our top priority. So coming down here, we've got 60 barley. We can use that to make some fermenting mash. We can go ahead and put 2 there. On the campfire, I'm going to, I think we've got all our meat done, so I'm going to hit play on that. I took away cabbage, beet, and carrots. We do have carrots and cabbage. I'll probably use that for fermenting mash here so we can get enough drinks. Because the issue is we just don't have enough. We do have some sitting here that's good in 3 days, and it is a little cold in here. But it'll warm up above 6 degrees very soon, so that'll go a lot faster. We also have a couple deer in here as well. We should probably go get them butchered up, which is sitting at idle right now, so let's go ahead and resume that. And I'm actually going to pause this again. So yeah, Grimbold got a little hit. He's lost a lot of hit points, but he's not too damaged at all. He's moving around fine. Just minus 25 movement speed, so not too bad. But yeah, poor Osric unfortunately did not make it, and he is going to be over here. I thought I'd change that color. Yeah, let's keep the color like that. I like it. Yep. Cool, so we do have a prisoner now who is successfully recruited at 9%, and that is a job. I don't know who's actually doing that. That is a Gowler job, which will probably be, well, no, that's going to be for Grimbold, because he is the, probably should put him on that. That is his task, to recruit the prisoner, so that's not too bad. We don't have any convict labor going on yet, so it should be totally fine. We do have some apples that can be coming in, which is great. That'll get us at least 1 tree there, get us some more apples for fermenting drinks, because yeah, we really need to get some drinks going. Hopefully we have enough to make it through, but what I really want to do today, we got to get in here to our workshops. We need to start tailoring. We've got all kinds of leather there. I think I moved, yeah, we got leather in here, all kinds of that. Let's actually expand this back out a little bit. And I'll eventually move my cartography table. You see things are kind of we're kind of taking up a bunch of stuff, a bunch of spots here. So first thing we're going to do, let's come over here to the sewing station. This is going to be a job for Rosa since she's level 19. We're going to dismantle items for cloth. We're going to do anything flimsy forever. Let's get that started. And then we're going to go here and do forever anything that's 50% hit points. We want to keep things fresh. So we'll do that for now. She'll get started on that once she's done down here. She's going to be smelting a little more. No, we got more metal items. That's what she's doing right now. So if you look at her jobs, smithing is 1, tailoring is 2. So as soon as she gets all those items, which are all in here, you can see the flimsy materials. We won't really need all those. We can keep that sturdy one. That one actually looks pretty good. But man, that spear, whoever Milton had that spear that took out our boy Osric. That was dangerous, man. That took a lot of damage out. So I'm gonna drop the armor for these two settlers. We'll pick that up, and we got some. Yeah, good. We got some cabbage here that's giving us extra cabbage seed. Perfect. So we're just about done with all of our botany related jobs. We got some carrots over here. So, I mean, Osric was a good settler, but we just didn't really need him that badly. Sounds terrible, but I sent him on the front line, and man, it's kind of realistic. I mean, we had a raid of 7 settlers versus our 7 settlers. We lost 1, but we took out 6 of them. And look at this, man. This freaking stuff over here. This iron is still getting pushed out through the walls. I don't know why that's happening. I guess because it's hit its max. Okay, whatever. Well, Rosa, we'll figure that out. We'll get the goats to come haul this. We'll mark it over here. Get that out of here, please. We need to put it on our stockpile. One of our goats will come do that. So, good. Yeah, I want to get tailoring going. We got all kinds of stuff to do today. We can get woodworking going. We'll make some... That's going to be a job for... Oh, was Osric our woodworker? Did we kill our woodworker? I can't remember what we did here. No. Yeah. Let's say, man. Yeah, Henry's 25 level carpentry, so we'll get him some jobs to perform here. We can go dismantle wood items as well here. We can go just all flimsy items. We can do that forever. We don't have enough resources there. Or no, now we do. And then we can do the same thing forever, and we'll do anything under 50 hit points. And we have a merchant. We have a merchant here, but we haven't really cleaned up very much. Yeah, we have. Man, our goats are on top of it. We've cleaned up pretty well. Just ignore that guy right there. That is Hrothgar. I can't get his name. Pan, what are you doing over here, Pan? Man, we got our goats sleeping. Our goat is sleeping with all the dead settlers. I want to get a little screenshot of that. I don't know what our goat's doing down there. Sleeping with the dead settlers. And someone's becoming annoyed. It is Grimbold. So 4 times saw a dead body. Acquaintance died, -10. That does expire in, about 5 days or so. But that's unfortunate. Saw a friend's corpse. So this is really, really impacting us here in terms of our mood. Edward seems to be fine. Acquaintance died. Saw a dead body. We're moving those around, so they're gonna get out of here, and that'll expire very soon. So he's all right. We can look at the social. Well, we don't need to look at that. Let's look at the logs for Edward. Yeah, we had a lot of damage going on. You can see all the battles there. All the combat logs we could look at. Killed someone, +8. He does like that because of his bloodlust perk. So Edward was happy about that, but then he didn't like seeing the dead body. Makes sense. Henry's praying after that battle. -10 on the acquaintance died. He did have a delicious dream. Very good. Victorious. That kind of offsets a little bit of I'm gonna forget his name, man. Kind of offsets a little bit of Osric dying, which again is unfortunate. But you can see the mood is gonna be tricky here in the next couple of days. We gotta make sure things are going well. And one thing we can do with that is tailor some nice clothing, which will be a job for Rosa once she is done smelting the rest of these items. So Rosa's going to work on that. We can go over here and then set up some short bows for production. We'll go with 3 for now just to see how those turn out. Isabel is doing that. I don't really want you doing that, Isabel. Oh, you are eager for carpentry. I forgot. Let's turn that down. We don't really need you doing that, Isabel. I mean, 16's pretty good, but I would rather have... You've got so much other stuff you need to be doing. So we'll actually turn that all the way down to 5 for now. That should be... Well, we'll turn it on 4. Turn that to 5. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we need to be doing. We're not really building anything now, but I think... Let's see, where's our merchant? Our merchant's right here. Isabel, why don't you come back over here? You're still crafting wooden items, so yeah, we got to start building. We don't have a lot going on. Cool. So what do we got here? We can get some more barley if we wanted to. And the merchant has a chicken. We could try to get the chicken, I suppose. Herb seed, no, we're good. We'll take your mead. We will definitely take that. Now, it's only one merchant, so they can't really carry a whole lot of stuff. So what's like our most valuable? We can kind of sort by value here. We got a lot of stuff laying around. Of course, I don't want to give away the goats. That thing's fine. Got a helmet. We got all kinds of stuff laying around. Mechanical components. We can give them some gold. It's always a good trading resource. Or some silver, but I don't want to worry about smelting right now. Tallow, we don't need that now. We'll get rid of a little bit of that. We'll probably end up getting rid of a little bit of our gold. No, those saplings aren't going to do much. Yeah, we'll get rid of some of our gold. We're going to have plenty of it. Just enough to, like, get this guy. I don't know where this person is, but we'll get rid of 30 gold. That's going to give you quite a bit for that. And we get an alignment towards the whatever these disciples are. I don't even know where they are. What was that? Some permanently hostile people. These the forest bandits are not good there. They're right next to us and hostile. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're friendly as well. So we got a lot of people that are friendly with us, which is great. All right, so what are we doing here today? We need to start building a little bit. We need to give some construction jobs for people. What I'm actually just going to do is build the outer wall here. Or at least the corners. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this yet. We're going to throw these in here, and then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. I think we can just do it this way. Actually, no. I don't want to do it that way. Let me cancel that. Cancel that, cancel that. Probably should have looked at a blueprint for this, but I think I'm going to go like this. This way. I think this will be... Yeah, that'll be how we want to do it. And we're going to put limestone block arches on these. So that's going to use quite a bit of limestone, but I think that's going to look really good. And then we'll fill in like some windows along here. We'll kind of figure out how we want to do it, but I think it's going to look good. Edward's still fishing down there. Do we have more? No, not domestic. Got a couple more deer. I'm going to mark these deer for hunting just to go ahead and take them out. Probably by the winter time. Our boy Henry will start doing that. That is level 1. Actually, he's awake right now, so I'll probably do that pretty soon. But yeah, we're gonna get a lot of materials here. We got wood, and there's a stockpile right there, so he's gonna dump that in the wood stockpile. Tailoring, how we doing? We still got some stuff we can do for tailoring. Armor, we're gonna need to research some armor. We could do leather and textiles, but I'd rather go ahead and get some clothes crafted. Much rather do that before we get into armor. And Henry's gonna go hunt right now. And now we're getting some carrots. Oh, no. I don't want to. No, Grimbold, don't do that. Don't do that, Grimbold. I should have marked that ahead of time. Should have marked that ahead of time, Grimbold. Okay, well, we got 1 carrot seed there. I don't know why. We should be getting more. Yeah, all right, we'll figure it out. And then our cabbage is now flowering, so that's perfect. That'll give us a few extra cabbage seed. Nice. So make sure you save barley. We've got 20 barley now. What I'm going to do is come over here, and we're going to make sure we don't use any barley for this. We'll just do some cabbage and carrot. It's in mead, so we can get enough drinks. Wait. So yeah, we're going to build the outer wall of our Great Hall. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this side over here. I think I'm just going to put a door, like, honestly, maybe right in the middle there. We might have a bedroom over here. Not quite sure yet how I'm going to do that. Or I guess we could put the door over there. No, we'll probably put the door right here in the middle. I think that'll look the best. Actually, we don't even need that yet. We don't even need that. Let's figure it out. We'll do the backside first because I think what I'm gonna do is just put windows in the middle spots like that, and like that, and then we'll leave these two alone. We won't need any there. Then we'll come over here and put a window there and a window there, and then all this will be regular limestone block, and then we'll have an opening. I should have put it right there. There'll be doors right here leading down, and that's going to be how people can enter, at least from once we build some type of contraption along this way. So we will put some, we'll go ahead and build these graded doors right here. That'll be the entrance. We'll build the wall. Oh, no, I messed all of that up. No, all three of these need to go away. There we go. Yeah, but we need some construction jobs, man. We got to get some construction going. All that going up like that, that. Beautiful. Okay. Let's also get some mining jobs going. We haven't done much mining in a while. We'll get back here and knock out that piece for everybody to do, and we can check how much limestone. We still got 1,400 limestone laying around, so pretty good there. How's Edward? How are we doing down here, Edward? Getting some fishing going, looking good. I will corner these pieces off a little bit like that. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of building today. We're going to be doing a lot of building and a lot of crafting. Hopefully Rosa right now is sleeping. We really need a tailorer. I would love to get a tailorer before I start crafting all kinds of clothes and stuff. Grimbold still needs to get these wounds fixed. But he seems to be okay. I just want to get that down to minor. It's a moderate. But yeah, man, what a battle. What a day. So this is going to be our grade hall, and we got a lot of stuff we need to build with this thing, but I'm not quite sure yet how I want to do the extension over here. We're going to put like another bedroom up on that level, and then we're going to put like another staircase going up. Actually, you know what? You know what I should have done? I know exactly what I should have done. I wonder if it's too late to... We should have demolished this. Fortunately, that one's good. I will gonna cancel that window. I might have to demolish... No, I don't have to demolish that one. We're gonna build like an extension over here, like that. And... like that. And we're gonna build a nice little limestone block floor across like that. Beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. Like that, like that. I'm gonna fix this up a little bit. We're gonna make it nice. Let's go ahead and hit play. Like that. Okay, so now the situation is I might have broke everything. I don't think I did. No, I don't think I did. We can still put the block arch right there. It'll just look kind of weird. Do I want to move those? I don't know. I'm going to create a little section here for our entertainment area. We're going to do that there. I'm going to do it on this side as well. If I can. It might be a little buried down there. That'll create some nice looking structure. We can put something under it down there. So that'll do. I guess we'll leave that one there. Yeah, we'll leave it there. That's fine. Put the block arch just like that again, and then build some flooring there and there. That'll look fine. Put some windows in there, there, and there, and we're gonna do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, come out to there, come out to there. That's gonna get interesting to build, and I should have done that. Well, limestone block flooring like that. Is that correct? Yes. Yes, that is correct. Bear with me. I am building and I don't know what I'm doing. And this is going to be a long episode probably because I don't really know what I'm doing. But we're having fun. We're enjoying the game. No, I didn't want that there. Oh, I canceled. No, what happened? I didn't mean to cancel that. I need that there. There we go. Put the windows in like that. Beautiful. Okay. So now we got a lot to build. But that's going to be the layout of our Great Hall. We're going to put some entertainment over here in the corners. And it should look pretty good. We can kind of curve that out like that. We'll wait till they build it. So, sweet. All right. How is everyone doing? Edward and Isabel, you guys still okay? Quaintance died, but things are getting better. Edward is tipsy, which is nice. Drank good beer. Yeah, a lot of... I don't know how they reacted to the issue with... Yeah, oh, look at that. Osric indulged in some light banter about basket weaving. Man, well, fortunately, Osric is right here. So I didn't really know where to put that. I just wanted to put it kind of out of the way. But we got our prisoner, Adger, down here. Birthday is the 12th of autumn, which will be coming up in 2 days now. But I'm hoping we can get him trained pretty quickly because he's got barter skills and we can send him... we can use him to trade with other settlements, which we have several nearby, which would be really nice. So again, I apologize that this is kind of a long episode. We're just kind of flying around here. One thing I would like to do is let's go ahead. Well, do I need to get cooking yet? I mean, I kind of wanted to get cooking, but I mean, how much? Let's see here. Oh yeah, we probably should get cooking. Let's go ahead and research cooking. We're gonna unlock that, and we are going to build the. Where is it? The stove. We'll build it out of. Limestone brick to match in here in the kitchen, and we're gonna set that guy right there. And this will replace our campfire. We won't really need the campfire anymore because we can make everything we need to with the stove once they build that. Now it's a little dark in here, man. A little dark in here. Let's get one more torch on this side, like that. Sweet. So yeah, we've got all kinds of meat just sitting down here, and I hope it's all in the stockpile. We can go ahead and we got all kinds of construction to do, man. Build that out a little bit, and let's copy a couple of these. Move those over like that, and what we'll end up doing is copying that. I'm actually gonna relocate that there, and let's mine this out just a little more to get to where we were there. Did I build wooden floors? No, I did not. What's this? Seeds. Let's relocate that right there. Sweet. We might need to chop down some more trees. I don't know how much wood we're gonna have because we're crafting some bows as well. No, we're waiting on that. So there's a lot of stuff we gotta clean up. We're basically gonna clean up all this crap that's in here. Yeah, so like, well, the sturdy clothes are fine, but like this flimsy scarf, well, no, we'll keep the flimsy. Wait, I don't want to get rid of the armor. Let me make sure that's not gonna get rid of, not the wood. I guess it would be here. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of the armor yet. Let's keep that alive. Let's keep that alive. There we go. All right. Grimbold, what do you do? Oh, you're removing that. Okay, fine. That's fine. Man, brutal time in Ruby Falls. A lot going on. Rosa is now tailoring. Very good. Rosa, you're going to start tailoring. Which is just getting rid of some crappy clothes. And then what I'll probably end up doing, we've got all this deer. We can use that for our winter clothes. I love the look of leather deer for winter clothing. So we'll get that and just clear everything. We'll only use deer here. Well, let's just see. Let's go with 3 for now. See how that goes. And it looks like her and Edward had a good conversation there. Well, now she's crafting metal items, so she found more metal oh no, we're getting rid of stuff. Never mind. That must be the what was that? I don't know what that was. Anyway, it got some leather for us, so sweet. Did we get rid of the armor? Hold on, let me make sure we're not getting... I thought we shouldn't be getting rid of that. Alright, interesting. Also smelt items for metal here. Same thing with this one. So we got a lot of stuff to do. Lots of stuff will be happening in the winter. We've done a lot of mining. We've got a lot of resources. Now we got to turn those resources into new goods. And good. Agger is now 18% recruited. Very nice. So we're 2 for 2 on that. Did we build the stove yet? We have not. So I'm actually going to cut off production here for the campfire. We don't really need that for the time being. Edward's going to come over here and we're going to have a ton of raw meat. I mean, we're good on food. I think we're absolutely great on food. So in that situation, let's come over here and just grab a few more of these. We got the cabbage and we got the carrot for it. We will save the barley. I don't want to use that. We should have some more apples here pretty soon as well, but not at the moment. Sweet, so there you go. Edward's going to do that as well. Yeah, we were down one settler, but honestly, things are turning out okay, man. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Definitely not the end of the world. Grimbold, he had a rough go there. He got hit pretty hard by Milton, by that spear that he was using. But fortunately, it's fine. I like this hat that Henry has. Straw hat. It's 30. Not bad. Got good winter clothes. Edward, those clothes that magically healed themselves. We gotta get new clothes for Grimbold. Those look awful. That's we just looked there. Flimsy for Lynn. We gotta get rid of those. Rosa and Isabel. I might drop those. Those seem to be weird. Like I feel like they're regenerating themselves, which isn't right. Sweet. Yeah, this episode we're just gonna roll with it, man. We got a lot of building to do. I mean, I would cut it out, mix it around, but I think we're gonna start seeing the castle at least begin to form, maybe a little bit. Not sure how soon, but it will at least start to look like something. And what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna go put a ladder right here and a ladder right there. So we'll have a bedroom up here at the top. But yeah, man, this game's fun. I absolutely love it. Things we need to do, again, just preparing for winter, just make sure you have enough food, which we've got a bajillion raw meat, man. Oh my lord, how much raw meat do we have? Loads of meat. So I think we're absolutely good on food. We don't need to hunt anymore. And 4.9 in here, 4.6. What we can do, honestly, is just start keeping some of this stuff in an area where we don't have braziers. And speaking of braziers, I think now is probably a good time to start building some. So we probably need one in here because people are sleeping in here. It's going to get a little cold. So we will put one in there. We're just going to use raw limestone for that. I'm probably going to put some silver braziers in some of these nicer areas, like these workshops. So absolutely like in here. We're going to put silver brazier, probably one there and one over here. So let's just start with one there. That'll be our first silver that we will use in this settlement. And we'll wait for that to go. Research available. What did we just research? Oh yeah, the kitchen. Or cooking, I suppose. Probably decorative banners will be very soon because that's going to be needed for the Great Hall once we get to that. We just got to finish building all this stuff first. And that's going to look weird. Let's fix that. Yeah, Grimbold, about time we need to shut the windows as well. So in terms of steward, I think Osric was our steward. So, man, probably gonna be, well, you know what, you're unwilling to do that. Grimbold, who is going to be our steward now? Honestly, it's probably going to be Lynn or Henry. Probably gonna be Lynn as our steward. So steward first, mine second. And then you got all the other stuff. Got plants, yeah. Probably don't need that. Sweet, okay. Because now is the time where we probably start needing to close windows as well. It's gonna get pretty cold. So one thing you can do, you can go over here and actually just double click a window, and it's gonna pick up every window in sight and hit close. And we're gonna do the same thing with our limestone windows. That's 27 of these windows that we need to close. So we'll get on that. But what I'm gonna do is probably put some. I might store some food up here, honestly, because in the winter it's gonna be cold enough where we can store it outside. And then hopefully next winter we can research ice making, which would be great. So we got some bows. Henry, what are you hauling, my guy? What are you hauling right now? You got a good short bow, very nice. We got good short bow, sturdy war bow that's not looking too good, and a sturdy long bow. So we'll probably, I'd like to research longbows as well, so we'll probably end up doing that. What are we doing over here? Yeah, I really should have, I hope I get those carrot seeds back, but I don't think I'm going to. Or those carrots back. No. How many carrot seeds do we have? We should have carrot seeds. We got 4 carrot seeds. Yeah, we didn't do that correctly. I don't think we're gonna be able to get those. The growth is already halted, so that's fine. That's not a big deal. And then we got 1 cabbage over here that I think we can get. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it, honestly, because it's getting too cold. So yeah, all of our botany jobs are complete, and it's now day 11 of autumn. I'm gonna do a quick save just to make sure nothing breaks. Stupid happens. Be right back. Okay, we're out of wood. As you can see, Henry's using the last bit of wood to craft that bow, and we don't have enough for the door over here. So we're gonna chop down these trees that are all here and mature. Trees will regrow in the next season, so I'm not worried about that. We got some young ones there anyway. But we'll probably plant some more trees, make things look pretty again. I know winter they're gonna look gross anyway. They're all gonna look like they're dead. So while it's on day 11 of autumn, we're just gonna chop down all of our trees. That one's growing, that one's mature. We can grab that one. Yeah, we'll just get all those nearby. That should be a good amount. We can get these over here as well. They're kind of far enough away. Hell no, we won't get that one. Let's get all these. There's some dead ones. There's a dead Scots pine, birch tree. Yeah, so they'll get on that as we approach the end of autumn. And I think this apple tree is now ripe. Perfect max yield in 1 day. So yeah, we're looking good. Hopefully we can get more drinks. I just don't want to run out. We got 7 rough wine, and some of that's going to be for a prisoner. No, he doesn't have any. Yeah, he's got all the rough wine. So we gave the prisoner all of our rough wine. Fermenting mash, where is that? That is here. We need to get that built. Lynn, come over here and build this thing, please, because it's too cold in here. We need to do a little bit of temperature control here, because that's never going to ferment at the current temperature of 0.5 degrees. So Lynn, let's get this built. Settlers are becoming annoyed. Grimbold, I don't know what to tell you, bud. Go pray. Feel better. Lynn, what are you doing? There you are. Lynn? Oh, we need wood. Need 10 limestone and 15 wood to build this thing. And this is much needed, obviously. We're gonna get into winter where you need to keep our settlers warm, especially in the mountain. It's gonna get cold here. So that thing's on. It's now 4.7 in here. Let's turn that to high intensity, and now it's 6. It's 5 over here. So it should be fine once we start getting a little warmer. You can see now this is up to 8 days, and if it gets above 6, which it should very soon, we should be doing okay there. That's kind of tough because it obviously depends on the temperature, but you gotta like move that stuff around. Yeah, I mean you can move it around like every other day for it to stay at the right temperature, so it's a little tricky. Let's get Is that a stockpile still? Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna build another one of these in here for Isabel, since he's gonna be in there a lot. And then, did we ever build the silver one? We have not yet. We have not built that yet. Rosa's still working on some smelting, which is fine. This one's done. We got 490 iron, so we're fine there. Production idle for silver. So once that's done with gold, she should come over and do tailoring, because that is going to run on its own. And that's kind of why I only build like 2 smelting furnaces at a time. You don't really need 4, like, or more off the start. Because while they're doing stuff, now she's going to run up here and start tailoring. So it works out pretty well. Or actually, she's going to run all the way over and get some other crap. So one thing we can do, well, we don't have, what we will probably end up doing, we have to research. So we got to research more furniture. And we could build like a little shelf wardrobe over here and store a lot of crappy stuff that we get from raids and things, and that way they don't have to walk so far. We can just have our goats haul it in here. Sweet. So yeah, that production speed's at 144%, which is great. Production speed 132 over there. We got all kinds of cloth and leather ready to go. So hopefully we can start making some winter clothes here and fix the annoyance of our settlers with the ugly apparel. Grimbold really doesn't like that ugly apparel, man. And what are you doing, Grimbold? Oh, yeah, you do like botany, so that's good. So keep doing that. Chopping down these trees. Get that one right there too. No, that one's growing. Yeah, we'll speed it up a little bit. Try to get through this episode within, a good 45-50 minutes. But really, the main thing we're doing today is building. Got to get that second floor foundation for the Great Hall going. We're definitely going to be good on food. We got 649 raw meat. I don't even know if we have enough storage down here for that. Probably not. Is there raw meat being stored in here? I don't see any. I guess we're good. And yeah, this is now down to 2 days, so that's perfect, because we need drinks. We need drinks, and we got 50 cabbage. Let's go ahead and get 2 more going there. It requires 20 of them. Perfect. 15 apples. I think our goats are eating the apples. That number's going down. Oh, there we go. We got some rough wine, and we got another settler. So we lost Osric in the last episode, and now we got a new one, Lynette. But this one might come with a raid. That doesn't look good. So we might be battling again. Lynette would be burned alive by the disciples. That the disciples aren't. Those are our friendly. So I don't think we're gonna get raided, because those people were friendly towards us. We just traded with them. So she must have escaped with that wandering trader lurking into our settlement. So Lynette would be burned alive by the disciples. She said, if actually would eyes dim, trailing sooty rags, would you save them from flame? She may be pursued. So we've got, nice. We've got some good botany skill and more passionate mining. So nothing new that we really needed. At this point, I mean, botany, that's actually great. We need more people with botany and mining, obviously. That's a very good combination. So you can do mining in the winter. So we might get 1 archer, 2 fierce marauders, and 4 marauders, but maybe not, because we're in pretty good standing with these people. Lynette. Let's look at Lynette here, waiting for medical treatment. She is 30. We got a lot of similar ages here. 11th day of spring. That's like, yeah, you're about the same age as a lot of people here, Lynette. Green Thumb, another great botany perk. Was that what... Grimbold also has that. Perfect. So we got 2 great people for botany. Moribund as well. I think that was Osric. So we had that one for Osric, which is fine. Not the best. And then unwholesome smell emanating from foetid bandages. She is slow to heal when injured. So she's injured right now, unfortunately, I believe. Yeah, minor arm laceration. We'll get that fixed up. Drop that down for you. What else do we know? Reckless Brewster, that is actually away. Oh, there we go. Let's put it that way so you can see it. So, yeah, plus 12 culinary, plus 10 botany, plus 5 mining. That gives her the job preference of mining. Very nice. And I don't know, yeah, Green Thumb gives her the preference for botany and doesn't like art, which is fine. We're not dealing with art right now. Got some crappy winter clothes, and there's the full length of skills. Not too much of the fighter, only 2 marksmen and 1 melee. But eager for botany, passionate about mining. Actually, pretty good speechcraft as well. That's good. We can have her do something, and she's practicing Oak Brethren. Nice. Okay. So we got a new settler, but we might have another search party coming in the beginning of winter, so we're gonna have to deal with that. But fortunately, we got some time. Let's set up your jobs. Grow and harvest. We're gonna just go ahead and leave that on number 1, and cut plants. We can probably drop this from you, Lynn. We don't really need all these people cutting plants now. That we've got 2 good botanists. We can drop that for Edward. As well. We'll just have him there just in case. So yeah, cutting plants. We'll do mining at 3. Artists, no. Research, no. Tailoring, no. Carpentry, no. Smithing, no. Cooking's actually not bad. 17 cooking. We probably do need a backup cook. So I might end up having her there, yeah, at 17. Skill level's pretty good. Fishing, no. Animal husbandry, no. We'll leave construction on level 5. Hunting, we don't need to do that. We'll just leave that at 5. We don't need to worry about that now. Grimbuild's not going to want to haul and stuff. So yeah, pretty good. Botany, mining, cooking is going to be the main task you'll be working on. And while we're over here, let's just go ahead and get some more of this stuff. We will need to start getting more limestone as well. So we need to find kind of some nearby. Well, here's some good limestone deposits right here. We can kind of work our way around this just because it's all nearby, and mine out those pieces. So yeah, new settler again. Was back to 7 now. We're Ruby Falls population of 7. Now let's put her. What did we take Osric off? I don't remember what he was on. It looked like, let's put Lynette with Rosa. I think Osric was on Rosa's schedule. So we'll put Lynette on the night shift just to make sure she's opposite of our other botanist, which will be great. So that way when she's sleeping, Grimbold can be working, and then she can be working in the night hours. And Grimbold's also the prison warden, so he's going to need to be doing all that stuff as well. And checking on our prisoner. 27% recruited, looking pretty good. I think he's been successful every day. So they get 1 chance at recruiting them. And yeah, it's been successful, and it goes up 10%. Do we have food over here for this guy? Hey, we need to get some food over here, man. Grimbold, will you... No, not Cumberless. Will you prioritize the... Yeah, there you go. There you go, bud. We need to get you doing that. Yeah, we need to get you doing that. And I actually probably need more research. Let's bump that up to 60 for Isabel. We don't have too much construction left, but we definitely need to keep researching. So, sweet. I like Lynette. Lynette's going to be good for us. Mining is always great to have, especially in this area. But then the botany of 22 is actually perfect because she can grow herbs. Grimbold was only 17, so now we have someone that can grow herbs. That ended up working out pretty well, I'd say. Initial optimism, 89 meal. Do we need to build another bed? We need to build 1 more bed. Very soon we'll start building some private chambers. We will get on that right away. But I need to make sure I keep mining limestone. We got 1,000 of it. 1,000 raw limestone. We got 2,400 limestone bricks, so we're at a pretty good ratio there. But yeah, construction is gonna be. Look at all this, man. Why is this stuff's getting knocked out of the freaking place here? I'm gonna go pick that up. I don't even know how that got there. Honestly, somebody must have dropped it or something happened weird. Did we get? No, we still don't have the brazier in yet. I was waiting for that to get built so we can copy some of those. So Grimbold, as soon as you're done with that, what are you doing? Hammering the door? Will you... Grimbold? There you go. Nah, I interrupted his drinking. Whatever. Oh, look at that. Henry and Jezebel are now friends from a wonderful conversation. Light banter about dishonesty. There you go. Henry appeared hopeful. Very nice. Very nice. He's building the brazier in here. We're kind of running out of bookshelves in our library, man. We're running out of these a little bit. Oh, happy birthday to Agger, the prisoner. He's now turned 38 and hopefully be joining our settlement very soon. I don't really know where to put these. We're going to put some of these... Well, we should be fine. A little cramped in there. I just don't want to run out. Sweet. All right. Rosa, how we doing? We're tailoring still. We've now moved on to just crafting everything with 50% hit points or less. So very soon... Hey, Rosa, why are you mining? Rosa. Rosa, what are you doing? Rosa, why are you mining? I want you... No. No, Rosa. Yeah, there. Thank you. I want you tailoring, please. We would like to get our winter clothes going. Let's see what kind of clothes she makes. So this is at 144% work speed, which is pretty good. Her tailoring level is 19, I think. Let's look at her skill. Yeah, it's at 19. Setters is something from cold now. Yeah, we definitely need to get better clothes, and it is going to get cold in the winter. Yeah, I want to see how fast this goes for Rose. Let's crank it up real quick. See if she can get this done in one day. I would love to get a really good tailorer. If we find somebody in this raid with good tailoring skills, we will absolutely go for that. We probably need to focus on a little defense. Yeah, we probably do need to focus on that because I don't want anybody dying in this raid. See what you make, Rosa. Winter clothes, good. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Let's give that to Grimbold. We'll self-10 there. He's got those crappy... yeah, I got this mixed out. So we'll talk about that a little bit. I've been playing around a little bit, so you can go to Edit Apparel. Usually what I do is go to the plus button, and I go winter... Or I go W. I go W, and then like whatever level you want to go. So I have fine already. Can't spell superior. Superior, we'll do that, and we'll pump it to 50% hit points or greater, and then superior to flawless. And then, no, winter, we'll check that. So that's kind of how you do that. That means only pick up something that's superior or better, but we'll just give him those good clothes, and he should go auto-equip that. And what I'm actually going to do is build a little stockpile here and clear everything. And this is just going to be for... let me go here. What are we at? No. Apparel, clothing. We're going to leave that on low. So what that means is he'll actually see that. Instead of it laying on the ground somewhere, he should go auto-equip that quicker now that it's counted in a stockpile. Because if it's laying on the ground, sometimes they don't see it. They don't recognize it. It has to be like in an actual stockpile. I think for them to go equip it. Or at least that's sometimes what I understand. And we broke him, man. We took his clothes off. And now he's standing on his bed. Grimbold. Dude. Why are you standing on your bed? Why are you standing on your bed with no clothes on, Grimbold? That would be an interesting screenshot. Broke him. Hey, Grimbold. There you go. Ah, he's now gonna go drink. Okay, that was weird. I thought I broke him, man. We'll speed through Autumn Day 12. I might end up doing 3 days. I don't want to rush the recordings. I don't want to have to go through and edit a bunch of stuff. So honestly, we might just do 3 days per episode because if I start going fast, I'm going to forget something. Stuff's going to be messed up. And I don't know what's going to happen. And we need to build tables and stuff. We'll get this Great Hall going in soon. But hopefully Grimbold will realize he's not wearing clothes. Because it's going to impact his mood. And I don't know how he's going to recruit here without wearing any clothes. This will be interesting. This will be very interesting, dude. I don't know how this is going to go. Yeah, why don't you stand right on top of him and tell him what he needs to do. There you go, and it still worked. Good job, Grimbold. So I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Sometimes it takes him a minute for them to pick up the clothes, but we should go pick that up. You know, and if he does it and if he suffers from cold, that's his own problem. So we're not gonna micromanage it. But now we do have, let's see, we got short bow sturdy, short bow good. Should be one more bow in here. Short bow good. So we made some good bows. That's nice. Oh, there he goes. He's auto-equipping now. It just takes him a minute to realize, hey, I'm not wearing clothes. So he's going to go do that. And Rosa's back to smelting metal right now, it appears. Which is totally fine. Yeah, he's going to go pick that up. Did we ever... did we make any more yet? No, we didn't. We're waiting on resources. We're gonna go. Yeah, I guess Rosa's gonna go dismantle those cloth items that he was wearing. Put a window in there. I'm gonna figure out how I want to do this in the next episode because we're still waiting on stuff to get built, and we're gonna turn this into a bedroom of some sorts around this area, and I just don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. So we'll kind of come back for that. The first bedroom will be on top of the Great Hall here, and then we'll probably end up building another bedroom in another area on this side. Kitchen might get a little cramped, honestly, in here. I think we can get away with putting everything in this kitchen. We might end up building another stove. I think one will be fine, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, man. Search party arrives in 23 and a half hours. Probably need to figure out some defense, at least to keep our settlers a little more contained this time. So what I'm gonna do, and I don't know how, I'm not really sure how I want to do this, honestly. They're gonna come in through this way, probably. Through that grated door, they're gonna try to. So what I should probably do, let's actually get rid of that. I'm gonna try to direct them over here this time. And we'll try to keep people safe in here. We might end up battling in their kitchen. So Edward destroyed that. Let's put a reinforced door. No. Reinforced door right here, like that. And what we're going to do is come over here and we're going to relocate these wooden traps. Put that there. Relocate that. Is that the same one I just relocated? I don't know. Put that there. I think I relocated the same one twice. Did I? Yeah, I relocated the same one twice. Okay. I don't know how I did that. And then we'll put that there. And then what I'll end up doing, we'll just throw a couple more in here. We got like 2 more mechanical components, I think. We've got a bunch of wooden mechanical components, but we can craft those. We can get Rosa to do that here. We can mark, like, I don't know. Yeah, let's go 5 more of these guys. And I don't want to use wood for the fuel source, and I just want iron here. We don't want any of these materials, just iron for the mechanical components. Sweet. So Rose is going to go work on that while we got stuff smelting here down at the bottom. We'll get into tailoring very soon. It's just not going to happen yet because we got to... I'm actually prepared for this raid a little more, which will probably happen in the next episode, early in the winter. But we should be fine. And look at this cat, man. This cat is this cat? Yeah, this cat's one of ours. Let's mark it to train. I kind of forgot we had that cat. But yeah, we'll mark it to train, and then we can assign it to somebody if we want. I don't know if do we really need 2 cats, though? I would love a dog. I would love a dog, and I would love to start training, like, some wolves and some other animals. That would be really fun. That's a little risky. Little risky. But I think Edward would be able to handle it. So... we're going to cut it off here, I think. They're just waiting on building the rest of this. And I think we got a couple more things left marked to mine. What I'm actually going to do is come way up here. We're going to mark a little more coal to mine. Just a few more pieces so we can get some of this stuff marked to haul in by our goats. So we'll get more coal in just because we're going to start using that a lot more down here. And we'll cut it off because I don't think anything's going to happen in the next 9 to 15 hours, and then we'll come back probably in the winter at 6 a.m. the next day. So we'll see you guys then. Winter season coming, and we got a new settler with a search party arriving. We'll have to deal with that. See you then.